Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a 2016 favorites video for y'all. I have quite a few selection of things to share with you today, so I'm going to try to speed this up as much as I can. Are the products that I constantly use throughout the year. You'll see like a few new ones, old ones, a couple old favorites, just recent ones. I'm going to start off with glitters. I feel like these were not mentioned in a lot of people's favorites videos, I guess. I'm mentioning them because they are pretty awesome glitters. They're only like $6 at NYX. So these are the NYX glitters. I have 6 of them. If you guys haven't heard of them or seen them, or you know, if you're curious to try glitter, I think this is a very inexpensive way to do so. And these are glitters from NYX. I highly suggest them. The glitter primer is actually awesome. I'm going to give that a shout out as well. Also amazing for this. This catches fallout and glitter, so this is like my top glitter and glitter adhesive that I really liked this past year. I'm going to stay on the subject of eyeshadow. So I'm going to talk about 2 pigments that are also from NYX that are very inexpensive. They're only $6. You guys need to get on this train, like seriously. They used to have the little tiny ones like the NYX pigments, but they actually made them bigger now. This is my favorite one. This is Vegas Baby. I do have a tutorial on it. I'll link it down below in case you haven't watched it. And I also have a tutorial on this one right here. This is the Constellation pigment. That's a blue one. Me using this one was my favorite. So I want to give these a shout out for this past year. They're only $6 and I highly suggest you pick them up as well. I do have 5 eyeshadow palettes and you guys are probably going to know this one already by now. It's a given. It's a Tartelette and Bloom palette. I love this thing. I've mentioned it so many times. I've hit a dent on this shade right here. It's called Smarty Pants. Like, it's almost going to hit pan. That just says a lot about this palette. And I just really, really love this palette a lot. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I think I mentioned it in my 2015 favorite. The Kathleenlights and Morphe brushes collab that just came out. I am currently wearing all the eyeshadows today. I really like this palette and I think it was really a big hit for Kathleen because Morphe is just so affordable and their products and eyeshadows are just so pigmented. They're blendable. And like I said, the price point for this is just beyond and you're getting so much good pay, at least I think in my personal opinion. So this year for the palette goes to Kathleenlights and the Morphe Brushes palette. Another palette that was hella hyped, like hella hyped during the summer or April, whenever this thing came out, Too Faced Peach palette. When this thing first launched, like everybody and their grandmas and their moms was trying to get their hands on it. I was like, nah, don't get it. But I asked my homie from Sephora, I was like, hey, you guys got that palette? So she hooked me up and she saved me one, and I got it when the first release came out. And OMG, this palette was the talk of the year. Let's just say this is the palette of the year because everybody just wanted it. And can you blame it? Like, come on. Packaging, you cannot go wrong. It smells like freaking peaches. And the tones in here, they're just all warm and dark. Like, you cannot go wrong with that. So I felt like this was the year of the Too Faced Peach palette. And they just recently came back in stock again at my local Sephora. They were like hella stocked. So I give it up for Too Faced. And an eyeshadow palette, or at least I want to say a makeup brand, is Kylie Cosmetics. The holiday palette. Listen, my personal opinion, I really like her palette. I was so like, that shit's gonna be whack. Like, that's the first thing I thought about it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it, try it, test it out, review it for you guys, and see what it actually is. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the pigmentation, the formula, the blendability of everything of this palette. Like, yeah, it's different, which I like. I like different, and they're like more cool toned but dark. I really liked it. I was surprised by this company because, you know, I doubted her. Low-key, I doubted her. So when I bought this and I was like, whoa, she's actually really good. So I have to give it up for Kylie Cosmetics. And there's so much people like on the bandwagon about it. Like, I am guilty of it because I was like, nah, I'm not gonna give in to the hype. But being a makeup junkie, like, you just do. Like, you just do for some reason. And that's my problem personally. I don't know if anybody can relate, but that's just me. So I give it up to this. Kylie Cosmetics, y'all did good this year. Y'all did good. let's move on to liquid lipsticks. My top liquid lipstick this past year has to be Girlactik. All of them. Yeah, I'm currently wearing Demure. I fucking love this formula. Like, you have no idea. I would wear this over the summer so much. Y'all don't even know. I love Girlactik. Like, I'm gonna go to IMATS and fucking buy everything. It's an indie company, which I think she should get so much more credit for what it is, because this brand is just so awesome. Like, their formula, personally for me, I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. It doesn't dry on your lips. Like, you can eat and drink without anything rubbing off. Like, you seriously need to get on this train if you haven't tried Girlactik's liquid lipstick. Like, for real. So, Girlactik, you guys get my top favorite of 2016. Trust Issues, which is my personal favorite. Like, when I bought this, I just was wearing it day in and out. Day in and out. I took it to New York. I loved it. I kept wearing it when I came back. This shade is bomb. From Givemeglow Cosmetics, and you can see it actually rubbed off. So that just says so much. I wore this a lot. I also took this to New York. This one was my favorite color that I used. Actually, the 3 brands that I just mentioned, I took to New York. And I just kept wearing them day in and out. So, Givemeglow, you are awesome. Another liquid lipstick brand is Kylie again. I got the little matte minis because I honestly don't go through a big tube of a full-size liquid lipstick, which is embarrassing because I have so many. But these are actually really, really good. I do have the Dulce shade when she released her second batch, which was drying for me and it crumbled, but now that she like perfected her formula, I feel like she has it down to the T. But these are awesome. I wore ginger the other day and I didn't think it was gonna match my skin complexion, but I was so wrong. Like, it's so pretty, and they do last all day. Like, on my lips, they lasted all day. They didn't crumble. They didn't give me any hard time. Like, I don't understand why people were just being so like about it, you know. However, the Vixen shade, this last one right here, I did have to put 2 layers because the first one was really streaky. But if you know like the ingredients of dark colored liquid lipsticks, like this, like berry tones and reds and like really dark shades, it's really hard to make, so that's why it comes off so streaky. But that's all I really have to mention about it. But I gotta give it up for Kylie's brand. Like, that pop-up store was like hella poppin'. Good job. Primers. I don't know if I said this in my last year one, but Kiko Milano is bae AF. You know what makes me so sad is that they amped up their prices. So this is no longer like 15, it's kind of like 30 now, which breaks my heart because they changed the formula as well, and the packaging, and they amped up the price. Makes me sad. So I use her wisely now, but this was like my ride or die all year round. Kept me mad. Loved it. Pores, however, I bought this and it lasted me an entire year. Like, I'm literally down to the brim of it, which I really, really enjoy. It does fill in the pores, and I just don't like the way that it smells. It smells like freaking medicine to me. But it did fill in my pores, and it just made my face just look like very, very clean and a nice slate of a face, you know? Go with foundations. Foundations for this past year that made it, like, for me, was my NARS Sheer Matte. One reason being I wanted to finish this because she's old, she's discontinued, so it just breaks my heart. I didn't want to just hoard her, you know, and just let her be. So I just decided to use her up. I'm currently all done with her, which I'm so happy, but it's bittersweet because this one was like my everything this past year. For a full coverage foundation, Milani 2-in-1, you were amazing. This thing is like full coverage. I'm currently wearing it right now because I just love the coverage of it. The finish of it is just amazing. It's a matte, but then it kind of gets like dewy, but not too over greasy dewy, you know what I mean? So it's just like a really nice natural finish. Currently, for the past like winter and fall, my skin has been so dry. I don't know what the heck is going on because this has never happened to me. I don't know if it's my age that I'm getting older or what the fuck, but this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion that has been for me because for some reason everything that I had used was just like accentuating dry all over my chin, which is nasty because I was like, what the hell, what's going on with my skin? So I decided to use this. I used her up already, surprisingly, for the past 2 months, like December and November. I used this foundation. Let's move on to some brows, yeah? Anastasia Esspresso Tinted Brow Gel, which I have on, and my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This is my second one this past year. Like, when you go through a product and you rebuy it, like, that just says a lot. So, these two. For eyeliner, this is my second eyeliner from NYX. This is the matte liquid liner from NYX. This is my second one. Again, I used her constantly. It's just a matte finish. It took over the NYC one. I'm just going to say that. A recent favorite of mine. I have been wearing this since I bought it. This is the Colourpop Kathleenlights Mr. Biing, her collab that she did not too long ago, this past year. I bought it because I was just so intrigued of the Costa Riche that she always compared it to. So I'm currently wearing it on my waterline and I absolutely love it. When I wear it, I just get so many compliments. So Mr. Biing is my jam. Let's talk about a tool. This is my favorite tool that I love. And you might think it's weird, but we grow facial hair on our mustache. This is for my little bigotes that I'm just like, you know, fucking shaving down because it's not popping when you have like little hairs there like peach fuzz or whatever. You get that little fuzz thing here and I'm just like, nope, we are not doing this today. I also have another one for my brows that I also like to shave down. But yeah, it makes it like so easy and it makes everything look so clean. So give a shout out to this little fella. I felt like I saw this on everybody's yearly favorites. It's the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm not going to say anything else about it. And their drugstore, they're the Wet n Wild highlighters. These are the highlighting powders. These were freaking hard to find. That's why I'm mentioning them. This one is in the shade Precious Petals, which was freaking gorgeous on everybody's skin tone, at least I think. Another company that I feel just really knocked it off with highlighters. You can't go wrong with Anastasia. You cannot go wrong with her. Like when she came out with this glow kit and the other one, the sun dipped one, I think that's what it's called. Bomb. Like if you hit pan on a freaking highlight, like that just tells you how much. You know what I mean? So I just gotta give it up to Anastasia and her team. Like they did just such an awesome job with just releasing stuff after stuff, like the foundation, the stick foundation. Like I'm just really excited for what she has for this year. We're gonna wait and see. MAC brought back Whisper of Guilt. This thing was a mission and a half to get. But it's for a good reason. It's Whisper of Guilt. Like, you had to have it. You had to. So, I gotta give this a shout out. My favorite was my Laura Geller Gilded Honey. It is broken from the pan. Unfortunately, I have wooden floors, so everything just like, bloop, you know? But anyways, this one was my favorite. I am currently wearing her right now. I love this foundation. I love this highlight. It just makes it so like seamlessly and glowy. And you're like, dang, what highlight you wearing? I'm like, Laura Geller, girl. This was my favorite mask that I wore this past year. And this is the Derma E 2-in-1 Purifying Charcoal Mask. It really detoxified my skin. I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend it. If you come across Derma E, this is the product that you need to pick up. I highly suggest it. It like really deep cleans your pores, like no lie. I hope this video wasn't too long. I try to keep it under like 11 minutes because I remember last year that's how much my time was. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in my next video. Toodles.